Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. This one's not automotive, but I sometimes do put these specialty videos up. This one is for, these are special shoes you use for biking. I started recently at the gym taking spin classes, and they have special spin bikes. This is not going to go into any detail about that, but these are the shoes that you use. And I was having trouble with the cleats. They're supposed to be adjustable to a certain extent to get them into the optimum position on the ball of your foot. And the left one was giving me trouble. Even though I tightened it up really well, it would keep slipping out of the position that I wanted it in. So I put this rescue tape, which is a silicone tape, under there, and it seems to have stopped it. I put some little white marks there so I can tell whether it's moved or not, and it's stayed there for about 3 or 4 classes now. And I happen to notice the right one, which I was not having trouble with, has slipped. So I don't know why the right one would be okay for a while and then start slipping, but anyway, I'm going to show you what I do. I went on YouTube and I Googled. I'm trying to find out some information about what people recommend when the cleats slip on these bike shoes, and there wasn't anything. Nobody had anything. So I figured, well, Froggy will come up with something, and I'm going to show you what I came up with. And it's got 2 parts, really. Before I get into it, let me talk a little bit about the design. These are Shimano shoes and Look cleats. Now, basically, you've got a shiny, slippery plastic bottom on the shoe and a shiny, slippery plastic bottom on the cleat. Now, who would come up with that? I don't know. I think it's not a very good design. You know what I mean? Even if you put screws in it. So there's a little bit of roughness here. There's nothing at all here. What I decided to do was take some of the silicone tape, which it doesn't have any glue residue. It is kind of a non-skid material, and it sticks to itself. It's not going to stick to this plastic or to this, but once I screw it in, once I screw it in, it's going to help prevent these 2 pieces from moving against each other as you're pedaling and putting a lot of pressure on here. So that's what I came up with. The other thing I'm going to do is put some Loctite. Let me show you that. I think I have it right up. Yeah. There's blue Loctite and red Loctite. I'm going to use red Loctite. It's heavy duty. It's supposed to be the strongest. What I think the problem is twofold, I think. First part is that slippery plastic against slippery plastic. The other thing is these screws do not engage very many threads. Maybe 1/3 of the threads are engaged when you screw through all, you've got this metal washer thing, and then you've got the plastic, and then you've got the threads that it's screwing into. So you just don't get very much thread engagement. And I put them plenty tight. If I go any tighter, I'm going to start stripping out the threads. So this is what I came up with anyway. I'm going to take a piece of this rescue tape and put it on there, and then I'm going to screw the screws back in with red Loctite. Let me see. Yeah, let me just, what the heck, I'll just do it on camera. And if I need to take a pause or something, I will. We don't need a whole lot of this. I've already done it once. But I want to show you guys and gals that do spinning first thing I want to show you is you should really mark where your cleats are, and that way you can tell if they move. This is just a little whiteout pen that I used to mark the places where they move. So that's how I can tell. Okay, remember I said this will stick to itself, but it's not really sticky otherwise. And I'm going to put it like that. I've got to make one hole right there for the one screw because I want it to extend as much as I can. I think I will go off camera just for a second to make that hole. Okay, I've got my hole. I just use this little leather punch to make a hole. And I've got my red Loctite. Let me line up my screws here. And I don't know if you can see this down here. Let me see if I need to adjust the camera a little bit. No, you should be able to see that. So put a little bit of red Loctite on each one of these. 1, 2, 3. I know I want to adjust the. This is not a video about how to adjust the positioning of your cleats. There are actually some pretty good ones on the internet that show you how to do that, but this is how to stop them from sliding, basically. Alright, let's see if I can get a little bit lucky here. Come on. Well, not having any luck. Let me look at it. Yeah, it seems like it's lined up okay. Try again. Maybe right there. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'll go off camera for the other two. You don't really need to see all that. Alright, I've got all three of them started. I didn't tighten them up yet. I want this all the way forward. That's my preferred position that puts the ball of my foot in the right place on the shoe. So I just shove that all the way forward, and as far as left to right, right there is where I want it. So I'm going to tighten these up. This Loctite sets up pretty fast, but my spin class is not until tomorrow at 6, so I've got 24 hours for it to set up. I'm getting that pretty tight. You can maybe tell. Okay, now I'm going to get a little white out and I'll mark that one. I'll show you how to mark it. Okay, so the only place it can go if it starts slipping again is that way. So I really just have to mark it here. And here. And that will show me if it's moving. As I already said, this one has lasted for about 3 or 4 classes, so I'm hoping I'll get a good result on the other side also. And if you guys or gals have any better solutions to this, please post them up in the comments. This may or may not work. I think it's going to work. But I'd love to hear how you prevent your cleats from moving. Maybe it's just me. I put a lot of power onto the shoes and I'm 185 pounds, so I don't know. But they definitely move even though I put them up really tight like the manufacturer recommends. So that's all Froggy has for you today. If you like it, give me a thumbs up or a like. And if you want to subscribe, please do. It's free. I'll see you later, guys and gals. Froggy out.